welcome. Today I am going to show you, I guess it's more of a dinner party hairstyle. I do apologise if my hair looks a little bit messy. I have slept in these braids. So this type of hairstyle, you are going to need to have braided your hair the night before. So we're going to get that really nice, almost like a medieval wave. And then we're going to braid the two front parts and create a really pretty crown that goes all the way round. I know I usually upload videos every 2 weeks, but I thought I'd try and sneak in one more just before lockdown finishes for all those people that are still really bored and have nothing else to do. So perhaps you'd like to practice this hairstyle. Okay, so I'm just going to undo this and I'm going to teach you how to take out braids. I know that probably sounds quite simple, but most people just go but you're actually ruining the look of the wave as you're undoing it. So it's something that you want to be very soft about and actually feel in the middle of the braid. You don't really want to pull too much. You kind of want the braid to do the work for you. So as you can see, I'm just nicely pulling it out of the braid. Let it wiggle out. Until you get to there. All right.
Try your luck and take a chance. Before the risks in this moment, take my hand and break my heart. I'll never walk this road again. Stumbling steps grow to a dance where things change forever. There's no regrets, only the past. Will I change? Never. So swing me around, take me down. You won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be afraid.
There we go. All right, so now they're separated. This is looking a little bit fuzzy up here, so just gently, just gonna brush it through slightly, just so it looks a little bit more smooth. Okay, so what I've got here, I've got some elastic bands and then I've got quite a few bobby pins as well. So we want to take a section all the way to the ear. So not at the back of the head, but I'd say roughly around halfway. Right, and right at the top of the ear. And again, do this gently. Gently just separate the hair to get rid of that. And this is the part that we're going to braid and then create the crown all the way round. So when braiding at the top part here, you don't want to just make 3 sections down here and then start braiding. You actually want to drag, don't worry about this, it's being braided again, so it doesn't matter if it gets ruined. So I want to drag the hair up slightly, and this is where you want the sections 1, 2, 3. If they're down, you're going to have sections 1, 2, 3, which is not what you want. So drag your hair up and now create your sections 1, 2 and 3. I want to make sure they're all nicely separated. And then start your 3-strand braid. As you can see, again, my hands aren't down, they are up. So as we start braiding, you will feel it in your arms. And you want your hands to be as flat against your head as possible. I did teach my niece this at the beginning of the other lockdown. There is another video teaching children, and that whole video is about how to do these types of crowns and how to position your hands. So now I'm slightly off the head. It doesn't really matter quite where my hands are because we've already done the work right at the beginning. So now you can give your hands a little bit of a rest. They don't have to be all the way up here. And then if you can just see, if I place it there, you want it to be nice and flat. If it looks a bit weird, take it out and do it again. Okay, time to do the other side. So you want to measure from the other side to the top of your ear. And then push that back. Okay, so hand goes over. I'm going to drag this up. The reason why my hand is going over on this time is just because I've got more on this side, so I'd find it a bit more difficult. If it's easier for you to still stay doing it this side, that's absolutely fine. In fact, I might show you on this side because it is a little bit more difficult when you're having to then put your arm on the other side. Okay, again, got my hands flat against my head as much as possible. You might be able to notice that each strand is a different size. So here I'm just borrowing a little bit from the middle strand and then moving it over until they're pretty much all the same. Okay, then when you get to roughly around here, you can relax.
We barely know you hurt, I grow, I rock, you roll, we steal the show. I lock, you load, we lose control. I won't be held responsible. Run to the hills, leave love behind. Let's lose all concepts of time. I'll take you.
Okay, lovely. So now we've got our two braids. They should look weird when they're just falling down like that, but they should look perfect when they go back like this. Okay, so now we're going to create that lovely crown effect. So just pick up one of the braids, put it right over the top, start pinning as you go to create that crown, and then right at the end you'll obviously have a little bit of your tail left. Just try and find a place to tuck that under and then pin again.
Take me down, you won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying
Okay, so I hope you're able to see that closely on the video of how to put these clips in. It was actually in the middle of the braid, not opening it or anything, you don't need to. It will collect the amount of hair that is needed to hold it in place. Sometimes when I put one of the pins in, I would feel with my hand and realise it's come out a completely opposite way and it's sticking out of my head. So you just sometimes have to manoeuvre it slightly, take it out, maybe change it 2 or 3 times until you can't see or feel the end of the bobby pin. And this might take a little bit of time to get used to, but it should eventually look something like this. So as you can see, that's why when you're braiding, these have really got to be going up and close to your head, because these braids are going woo right up like that. If you were braiding and your hands decided to drop, if you then went like that, this would make a huge sort of bubble effect and it would look really weird. So yes, definitely practice doing those little braids first, and then yeah, you just create a really cute little hairstyle if you go to a dinner party or something like that. When we're allowed to, then hopefully you'll know exactly what hairstyle to use.